Okay, so we are on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Leslie Kinney, 241684, 183393, 173878.
Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, P. 33828 attorney on behalf and with my client presently housed in the Wayne County Jail. Please state your name, ma'am.
Please unmute. Leslie Kinney, please unmute.
Yeah.
Okay. And
What do you say? Ask me to call Kenny.
okay. So as to the most recent case from November, counsel, of possession of drug paraphernalia. Yes, what are we doing?
Your Honor, my client is pleading guilty as charged to that count, and the prosecutor's recommended time served. I explained to my client that's only a recommendation, that sentencing is entirely in the discretion of the Supreme Court. And the other matters are subject for review, Your Honor. I don't know what it's alleged that she owes some past monies. She's pleading guilty to everything.
All right, Ms. Kinney, please raise your right hand and do solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth.
And you heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
I can't hear you say.
You heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, is that correct?
Yes.
As to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead?
Yes.
And you got over your advice of rights with your attorney, is that correct?
Yes.
And you understand all of those rights?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no, ma'am?
What'd you say?
You understand all of those rights, is that correct?
Yeah.
And you also understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court, or administrative agency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need verbal answers, not non-verbal answers or sounds. So is it yes or no?
Yeah, I'm saying yeah.
Okay. And you understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court, or administrative agency.
You said agency?
You understand the possible penalty, correct? And knowing all that, you would continue with your plea.
Yeah.
Are you promising anything?
Huh?
Anybody promise you anything, threaten you, or coerce you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
I'm just gonna plead guilty. He said till time served is all he told me. So I'm gonna plead guilty with the time served. I'll say the time because I don't have no money. But I'll say the time though.
Yeah. I just need to make sure that nobody's promising you anything, threatening you, or coercing you for you to enter into a plea.
Yeah. You said enter into a plea? I'll plead guilty for the case because I don't have no cash. Is all I'm saying. I don't have no money.
I know.
Paying for it. I'm not paying shit. So I don't know how y'all gonna get it if I'm not paying no money.
Hang on,
Okay,
ma'am.
listen. You're in court, so you don't. There's no cursing in court. Is that
I
clear?
don't have no money. I'm just saying I don't have no cash to pay for the duty or whatever. I don't have no money.
Excuse me. Yeah. I just need to know for the record. Has anybody threatened you for you to enter into a plea today?
Since the fuck I've been here, it's been a threat. It ain't been nothing but a threat. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all can't get the case right. Every time I come in, none of this is making any sense.
I can't understand her.
So, I mean, here you go. Thank you.
Your Honor, that's what we have.
No, Deputy, we were not done with her. She just walked out.
Nope, hold on. Whoa, we're not done yet.
Your Honor, I just want to say for the record, what was the time when you were interviewing her?
Your Honor, she's refusing to come back in.
That's great. Okay, that's good. Continue with the plea, so I guess we'll have to set another date.
Hello? Can I say something? I'm her brother.
Whoa, hold on. No, sir. No, you may not say anything. You're here observing. Would you
Schizophrenic.
if you like, sir, if you like, I can put you in a breakout room with her attorney and you can have a conversation with her attorney, okay?
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome.
Your Honor, I don't know why I have to speak to her brother. It's got nothing to do with this case.
I'm presuming he may talk. He may have
He's
something.
incompetent to talk.
Mr. Kinney, please stop talking right now. You're not identified for the record, so just move on. Counsel, he's been on Zoom all morning. This is his sister. Perhaps he has some insight that he can give you regarding his sister. So if you could please log back in.
Okay.
So we can put the two of you in a breakout room. We're going to adjourn this matter for Ms. Kinney to January 15th. We are on the record in the matter of City of Wyandotte versus Vanessa Bell, 24725.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Bell, standing in for my MIDC colleague, Mr. Serrano. Ma'am, would you please say your full name for the record?
Vanessa Bell.
All right, good afternoon. And so this matter was scheduled at 2:15, and so at 2:40, this court called the matter and issued a warrant. Mr. Serrano has since left, and then I was informed that you arrived.
And Your Honor, we would ask that that warrant be set aside. My client did advise me that she was actually at the hospital. She did indicate that she had documentation as to that. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, I have a moment.
I'll take a look at the documentation, please.
And Your Honor, for the record, I hadn't reviewed it for myself because I was honestly hesitant to grab
You
it.
have not reviewed it yourself?
No, I was hesitant to grab any paperwork from the file, to be honest.
Well, ma'am, I have to say, I'm kind of curious as to how your visit to the hospital on December 28th caused you to be late today.
I have pneumonia. It's hard for me to breathe. My mind isn't clear. I'm sick. I'm moving very slowly. I'm extremely stressed, and it slowed me down today. I have pneumonia. I'm real sick right now.
Can I see that paperwork now, please, real quick? Ma'am, you made it appear as though you were just in the hospital today, and that's
No.
why you showed up late.
I said I was very sick. That's why I'm late, because I was running late because I don't feel good and my head is not clear because I'm extremely sick, and it caused me to be 20 minutes late.
Am I missing something, or does this say?
Maybe I didn't give you all the right paper because I have, I did a lot of medical, she says there's been something missing, so I may have not given her the,
This just tells me, ma'am, that you have development of patchy by bacillar infiltrates. That's not pneumonia. I'm not suggesting that it's not something, but it's not pneumonia. So, here's what ma'am, this appears to be, a delay tactic. Because, ma'am,
it says right here.
ma'am, you were at the hospital December 28th is when, well, you had that imaging done December 28th. I don't know if it was from the hospital. I don't know if you were ordered from your doctor and you went to an imaging place. I don't know. But what I do know is December 18th, the final pretrial was held. We adjourned it for one final time to today's date at 2:15 because you wanted to retain counsel. We have not yet received any appearance from any attorney.
I have Mr. Friedman, and I had a hard time getting a hold of anybody during the holidays, but I did try to talk to Mr. Friedman yesterday, and he has asked me to obtain the transcripts from the motion and a few other things that he can look over, so he can decide if he wants to be my lawyer or not. I mean, I'm very sick. I have pneumonia. It's a development of patchy, whatever that I have pneumonia.
Well, that says that it's a condition caused by a partial collapse of your lungs.
A partial collapse of my lungs, and that's not serious.
Yeah, but I didn't say it wasn't serious. That's not what I said.
Right, but that prolonged me from doing the things that I had to be doing, on top of the fact that it was the holidays and nobody was calling me back. I called probably about 30 lawyers, and I finally had Mr. Freeman call me back yesterday. And Mr. Freeman is going to take my case. I just have to give him information. And I mean, I'm doing the best I can. It's not my fault that the lawyers keep quitting on me. I'm not firing them.
No,
They're
ma'am,
quitting.
that's not accurate. That's absolutely not accurate. You asked, you had stated that, so there's been Mr. Goldpaw, you wanted a different attorney, there was a breakdown, there's a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship.
Yes.
And then the same thing happened after Mr. DeBlois, after the court denied the, motion to dismiss. And then you wanted to, you did not, you and Mr. DeBlois didn't see eye to eye or what have you, so you wanted to retain counsel.
Mr. DuBois actually he sent me an email telling me that he was no longer able to be my attorney. He quit on me.
Okay,
And the first Mr., the older gentleman,
Mr.
he
Goldpaw.
also said that he put in the motion to suppress. He said, I cannot be your lawyer anymore though.
Okay, ma'am, I'm not going to get into why, whatever the breakdown was between you and the attorneys, or the attorneys and you, I'm not going to get into that. At the end of the day, this matter has been pending since June.
Yes.
Since June. So, there has been final pretrial after final pretrial after final pretrial. So, I was very clear, the last date you were here, that this was going to be the final adjournment. So,
And how would I be aware that Mr. DuBois was going to stop being my lawyer?
I'm sorry?
Mr. DuBois didn't even tell me until 2 days after the last time I seen you that he was going to step away from being my lawyer.
Yeah,
So-
on December 18th, there was a final pretrial held. Mr. DeBlois made an oral motion to withdraw as counsel to represent you, which this court granted. Then you had asked for an adjournment so that you could retain counsel. And I stated, we will adjourn until January 5th at 2:15. And that was the final adjournment, and that was so you could retain counsel. So now, here we are on the 8th of January, and there has not been an attorney that's filed an appearance on your behalf. And you were not here timely, it was almost half an hour before you appeared. And you're now asking for another adjournment, because you want transcripts or whatnot.
This is what Mr. Freeman had told me that I needed to get in order for us to start, because he obviously has no idea about the case. And I told him about the motion being denied. And I said that I wanted to appeal it, and so he said he needed the transcripts and he needed to do some things. And I have to sign a retainer. I just spoke with him yesterday at 4 o'clock. It was the first time I spoke with him. And I didn't think I thought I was gonna come today without a lawyer at all. I cried uncontrollably for 4 days. I know that doesn't matter to you, but this has been very stressful for me. I understand it's been since June. I want this to be over with too. Okay, I'm over this too. But I feel like I have a right to stand up for my civil rights, which were violated. I believe 100%. Okay, so these lawyers, they're quitting on me. Okay, so I have to find another one. First of all, I had to come up with the money. Okay, that was hard, but I did it. And then it's the holidays. So nobody's calling me back. And even though I was very sick, I still continued to work my butt up to get a lawyer. I am working my hardest to make sure that this is taken care of in the way that I feel appropriate for myself. I have been trying very hard. I have come in here with nothing but respect. And yes, I was late today because I am beyond stressed. I'm super sick, and I'm forgetting this and I'm forgetting that. And I tried my hardest. I've tried my hardest to do nothing but respect this court and do everything that I believe for myself is right. And I needed my own lawyer, and I finally found one at the very last minute last night. I have called and I have done everything
So,
I can.
Mr. Friedman does not have an appearance filed here yet.
I understand that. I just spoke with him yesterday at 4 o'clock. I just spoke with him at 4 o'clock, and he isn't even sure if he is able to take my case. I have to give him more information. Okay, I understand that this is taking a long time, but there are things that keep preventing me from moving forward because I keep having to get a new lawyer, which has to catch up on the case, which has, this takes time. I mean, I have a right I have a right to do this. I have a right to make sure.
Well, ma'am, you do, but let me also clarify this. You've had a right to retain your own attorney since June.
I understand that, and I couldn't afford one. And then when I came up with the money, I worked my butt off. I wish I had my phone so I could show you how much time and effort I have put into finding my own lawyer.
And ma'am, that's fair, and that's fine. I can also show you how many times this matter has been adjourned to allow you that opportunity, to allow motions to be filed and such. And so here we are now. 7 months later, there's no talking in court. 7 months later, and we're not any further along.
I understand that, and I was okay with Mr. DeBoy. I had no problem with him being my lawyer, and he decided that he couldn't represent me anymore. And so I needed time to get another lawyer, and this lawyer has to catch up with my case, and I am entitled to a fair process.
Which
And
is
in order
not,
for-
ma'am,
and-
it's been a fair process, the court has
No,
afforded
but
you,
it hasn't though.
excuse me,
They keep-
the court has afforded you a number of opportunities to hire an attorney, to have motions filed. You've had now the third attorney appointed to represent you in this manner. I am giving you 1 month, ma'am, because at this point, the case is already over time standards anyway. What's one more month? 1 month. That is it. I am not giving you one more adjournment. If you do not have your attorney, or you do not have whatever needs to be had, this is being set for trial.
I appreciate that.
That is it.
Thank
I
you, Your Honor.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, ma'am, so just reach out to him, get with him.
So it's going to be scheduled for February 5th at 2:15 PM. Don't be late, ma'am. If you're not here at 2:15, a warrant will issue.
I will be here at 4:45.
And I will say that it appears as though you made it seem as if you were in the hospital right before you got here.
That was my
Okay.
impression, Your Honor, when she said, here I have hospital records to show that I'm sick. Obviously, Your Honor, yes, logically, you would think, since that was the reason we're talking about her being late, yes, that's what I thought, Your Honor.
If you're in a test, ma'am, right now, what's in your system?
Absolutely nothing.
Bond and conditions are continued. We'll see you back on February 5th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I think I'm all set for today.
Thank you.
I'll see you later, Your Honor. Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me. What is going on today? This is a joke. This is a joke. Today is an absolute joke. We need an interpreter.
I need an interpreter when I cannot express myself sometimes.
Joke. Oh my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside of this. What is wrong with everybody today? You know what, Miss Green, we're gonna start bringing people in person. People gonna learn how to act in a courtroom.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you hear it? Okay.
I have no patience for that. And trust me, after today, I'm sitting up here, I'm the one that needs a drink.